Welcome, learners.
Not mean you become careless. It means you stop sacrificing your whole soul just to make everyone comfortable. You are allowed to have dreams. You are allowed to have preferences. You are allowed to choose your path. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to say, "This is not for me." You are allowed to become a different version of yourself. You are allowed to grow in a direction that others may not understand. That is freedom. Living for yourself means you listen to your own heart with respect. Ask yourself, what kind of life gives me peace? What kind of person do I want to become? What do I truly value? What am I doing only because I'm afraid of judgment? What would I choose if I stopped trying to impress everyone? These questions are powerful. They bring you back to yourself. Because sometimes the real you is buried under expectations. Expectations from family, expectations from society, expectations from friends, expectations from social media, expectations from your past self. But your life is not meant to be only a reaction to expectations. Your life is meant to be lived with awareness, with meaning, with courage, with peace. Living for yourself also means taking responsibility for your happiness. Do not wait for everyone to understand you before you begin. Do not wait for everyone to approve before you grow. Do not wait for someone else to give you permission to live peacefully. You must give yourself permission. Permission to start again. Permission to change. Permission to learn. Permission to be different. Permission to choose peace. Permission to protect your energy. Permission to live a life that feels true to you. Many people feel trapped because they are waiting for approval from people who may never give it. But sometimes, freedom begins when you stop asking for permission. You do not need to explain every dream to everyone. You do not need to prove every decision to everyone. You do not need to make everyone understand your journey. Some people will understand. Some people will not. And that is okay. Your life can still move forward. Live with kindness, but do not lose your identity. Live with love, but do not abandon yourself. Live with respect, but do not become a prisoner of people's expectations. Because at the end of the day, you have to live with your own choices. You have to sleep with your own thoughts. You have to carry your own heart. You have to walk your own path. So make sure the life you are living has your truth inside it, not only other people's voices. Living for yourself brings relief. You stop pretending so much. You stop forcing yourself into places where your heart feels heavy. You stop saying yes to everything. You stop chasing people who never value you. You stop comparing your life to everyone else. You stop trying to become someone you were never meant to be. And slowly, you feel lighter. Because the most peaceful life is not the life that impresses everyone. It is the life that feels honest inside your own heart. So live for yourself. Choose what helps you grow. Choose what gives you peace. Choose what makes your soul breathe. Choose the path that makes you respect yourself more. You do not have to be perfect. You do not have to be understood by everyone. You do not have to win every person's approval. You only need to live with a heart that can say, "I am not betraying myself anymore." That is freedom. Way 4. Gratitude changes everything. Gratitude changes everything. Not because it makes life perfect, but because it changes the way you see your life. Many people think they will become grateful only after everything becomes good. They say, I will be grateful when I get success. I will be grateful when I have more money. I will be grateful when people respect me. I will be grateful when my life becomes easy. But gratitude does not begin after life becomes perfect. Gratitude begins when you learn to notice what is already good, even while life is still imperfect. This is a powerful way to live freely, because an ungrateful mind always feels poor. Even if it has many blessings, it still feels empty. It keeps looking at what is missing. It keeps saying, I do not have enough. My life is not enough. I am behind. Others have more. Nothing good is happening for me. This kind of thinking makes life heavy, but a grateful mind feels lighter. It says, I may not have everything, but I still have something. I may be struggling, but I am still breathing. I may be waiting, but I am still growing. I may not be where I want to be, but I am not where I used to be. This mindset brings peace. Gratitude does not deny your problems. It simply reminds you that your problems are not your whole life. Yes, you may have stress, but maybe you also have food today. Yes, you may have worries, but maybe you also have people who care about you. Yes, you may have slow progress, but maybe you are still learning. Yes, you may have pain, but maybe you also have strength that helped you survive until today. Gratitude opens your eyes. It helps you see the small blessings you are ignoring. A peaceful morning, a glass of water, a safe place to sleep, a kind word from someone, a lesson learned from pain, a chance to start again, a body that carried you through another day, a mind that still wants to grow. These things may look small, but they are not small. They are life. And when you start noticing them, your heart becomes softer. Your mind becomes calmer. Your life becomes less heavy. Many people lose freedom because they are always chasing the next thing. Next goal, next success, next phone, next house, next relationship, next achievement, next dream. There is nothing wrong with wanting growth. Growth is beautiful. But if you cannot appreciate today, even tomorrow may not feel enough. Because a restless mind can reach a new place and still feel empty. Gratitude teaches balance. It says, work for more, but appreciate what you have. Dream bigger, but do not hate your present life. Improve yourself, but do not insult your current journey. Move forward, but do not forget the blessings already around you. This balance brings freedom. You are no longer controlled by endless wanting. You are no longer always waiting for happiness in the future. You begin to find small moments of peace today. Gratitude also changes your emotional energy. When you focus only on what is missing, your heart feels tight. But when you focus on what is present, your heart begins to open. You become more patient, more peaceful, more humble, more hopeful. You complain less, you breathe more, you notice more, you enjoy more. That is why gratitude is powerful. It does not always change your situation immediately, but it changes your inner world. And when your inner world changes, your whole life feels different. A simple practice can help you. Every night, before sleeping, ask yourself, what are 3 things I can be thankful for today? Do not search only for big things. Search for small things. I had food. I learned something. I smiled today. I survived a difficult moment. I practiced something. I received a kind message. I got another chance. This small habit can slowly heal your mind, because your mind learns where to look. If you train your mind to look only at problems, it will find problems everywhere. But if you train your mind to notice blessings, it will also find reasons to be peaceful. Gratitude is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is the ability to say, life is not perfect, but life is still precious. My journey is not easy, but I still have reasons to continue. I do not have everything, but I will not ignore what I already have. This is a beautiful freedom, because the grateful person is not easily controlled by comparison. They are not always jealous. They are not always restless. They are not always waiting for life to become perfect before they smile. They can find peace in simple things, and that is a rich life. So from today, practice gratitude. Be thankful for small things. Be thankful for lessons. Be thankful for progress. Be thankful for people who support you. Be thankful for the strength that kept you alive through hard days. Be thankful for the chance to begin again. Because gratitude changes everything. It turns pressure into peace. It turns complaint into awareness. It turns ordinary moments into blessings. It turns, I have nothing into, I still have enough to keep going. And when you truly feel grateful, life becomes lighter. Your heart stops running so much. Your mind stops fighting so much. You begin to breathe and say, maybe my life is not perfect, but it is still meaningful. That feeling is freedom. Way 5. Sharing happiness. One beautiful way to live freely is to share happiness. Many people think happiness is something they must keep only for themselves. They think, when my life becomes perfect, then I will smile. When I become successful, then I will be happy. When I get everything I want, then I will enjoy life. But happiness does not always come after everything is perfect. Sometimes happiness grows when you share small goodness with others. A kind word, a small smile, a helpful action, a peaceful message, a simple encouragement, a little time given to someone who needs it. These small things can make life feel lighter. When you share happiness, your heart becomes open. You stop living only inside your own stress. You stop thinking only about your own problems. You begin to see that other people also need love, hope, and kindness. And when you become a reason for someone's smile, something inside you also heals. This does not mean you must give everything to everyone. It does not mean you must forget yourself. It does not mean you must solve everyone's problems. Sharing happiness does not mean losing yourself. It means giving light without destroying your own peace. You can share happiness in simple ways. Say something kind. Appreciate someone. Listen to someone. Help someone if you can. Celebrate someone's small success. Send a positive message. Be gentle with people. Do not laugh at someone's mistake. Do not make someone feel small. Do not add pain to a world that is already heavy. Sometimes one kind sentence can give someone strength for the whole day. Maybe someone is silently tired. Maybe someone is feeling alone. Maybe someone is trying not to give up. Maybe someone needs only one person to say, "You are doing well. Keep going." You can be that person. And when you become that person, your own life becomes more meaningful. Because real freedom is not only about removing pain from your own life. Real freedom is also about becoming peaceful enough that you do not spread pain to others. A free person does not carry bitterness everywhere. A free person does not hurt others just because they were hurt. A free person does not make every conversation heavy. A free person brings calmness. They bring kindness. They bring hope. They remind people that life still has beauty. Sharing happiness also teaches you that joy is not always found in big things. It can be found in simple moments, laughing with a friend, helping your family, giving food to someone, teaching what you know, supporting someone's dream, praying for someone, sitting peacefully with someone, making someone feel heard. These moments may look small, but they are not small. They are the soft parts of life, and life becomes beautiful because of these soft parts. Many people chase big happiness and ignore small happiness. They wait for a perfect day, but they miss the small blessings of today. They wait for big success, but they forget the joy of small progress. They wait for someone to make them happy, but they forget they can also create happiness. Sharing happiness gives you power because it changes your focus. Instead of always asking, "What am I missing?" you begin asking, "What can I give?" Instead of always thinking, "Why is my life difficult?" you begin thinking, "How can I bring light into this moment?" This shift gives freedom, because when your heart learns to give, it stops feeling empty all the time. You begin to understand that happiness is not only something you receive, happiness is also something you create. So share happiness. Not loudly, not for attention, not to prove that you are good. Share it quietly, honestly, peacefully. Because a life that gives peace also receives peace. And when you become a person who adds light to others, your own heart becomes lighter too. Way 6. Satisfaction. Satisfaction is one of the deepest forms of freedom. Satisfaction means learning to say, "I have enough for this moment." It does not mean you stop dreaming. It does not mean you stop growing. It does not mean you stop working hard. It means you stop living with a hungry heart that never feels complete. Many people have many things, but still they feel empty. They achieve one goal, but immediately they want another. They buy one thing, but soon they want something bigger. They reach one level, but they feel jealous of someone above them. They keep running, running, and running. But inside, they never feel peaceful. This is because success without satisfaction becomes a never-ending race. You keep reaching new places, but your heart never arrives. Satisfaction teaches you to pause, to look around, to breathe, to notice what is already in your life. It teaches you to say, "My life is not perfect, but there is still something good here. I am still growing, but I can respect where I am today. I want more, but I will not hate what I already have." This is a very peaceful way to live, because without satisfaction, even blessings start feeling small. You may have food, but you complain about taste. You may have a home, but you compare it with someone else's house. You may have progress, but you ignore it because someone is ahead. You may have people who care, but you focus only on those who left. An unsatisfied mind always finds a reason to feel poor. But a satisfied heart finds peace even in simple things. A quiet evening, a clean room, a warm cup of tea, a small achievement, a peaceful walk, a good conversation, a day without too much stress, a chance to learn again. These things may not look big, but they are life. Satisfaction helps you enjoy life before it becomes perfect. And this is important because life may never be completely perfect. There will always be something to improve, something to fix, something to wait for, something to understand, something to build. If you wait for perfection before feeling peaceful, you may keep waiting forever. So, learn satisfaction now. Be thankful for the present while working for the future. This is balance. A satisfied person can still have goals. They can still work hard. They can still dream big. They can still improve themselves. But they do not hate their current life while building a better one. They do not insult their small progress. They do not reject their own journey. They move forward with peace, not pressure. This is real freedom. Because pressure says, you are nothing until you achieve more. Satisfaction says, you are already valuable and you can still grow. Pressure says, your life is behind. Satisfaction says, your life has its own pace. Pressure says, more, more, more. Satisfaction says, grow, but also breathe. Satisfaction also protects you from unnecessary desires. Not every desire is needed. Not every trend is for you. Not everything people have will make you happy. Sometimes we want things only because others have them. Sometimes we chase things only because social media showed them to us. Sometimes we feel unhappy not because our life is bad, but because we are looking too much at other people's lives. Satisfaction brings you back to your own life. It helps you ask, what do I truly need? What actually gives me peace? What kind of life feels meaningful to me? What am I chasing only because others are chasing it? These questions can save your peace. Because a satisfied person is not easily controlled by the outside world. They can see someone else's success and still respect their own journey. They can admire beauty without feeling ugly. They can appreciate someone's life without hating their own. They can desire growth without becoming desperate. So practice satisfaction every day. Before sleeping, say, today was not perfect, but I survived. I learned something. I had something to eat. I had a chance to try again. I am still here. I still have time. This simple practice can calm your heart. It reminds you that life is not only about what is missing. Life is also about what is present. Satisfaction is not a small thing. It is inner wealth. Because a person who is satisfied is rich in peace. They may not have everything, but they are not empty. They may still be growing, but they are not restless all the time. They may still be waiting, but they are not destroying today with tomorrow's worries. So choose satisfaction. Enjoy small things. Respect your present. Keep growing, but do not forget to live.